It is Thursday here, and that means it's time for us to record another episode of the Dugout Crew podcast. I meant to turn off my YouTube notifications, but I'll do that right now as I introduce Chester and James and Eric Lima.
Hello.
So Joey and Jason will be absent for this week. We already know about Jason's absent for this week, but Joey has work to do, so best of luck to him. So this is going to be the three of us here going over the news and of our perspective team reports. Uh, we have some news that we might have someone new join for next week if everything goes to plan. Snowman Multimedia, he is a sports channel that does a morning show and an afternoon show that covers a lot of sports. So we might have him on for next week. I'm not quite 100%, but that's a little bit of an update on that, and we might make some changes to the format as well for next week.
Nice.
As we are on our way for episode number 10, which will be in 2 weeks. But how's everybody today this afternoon?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
Doing good.
Same with the the, uh, the bad news is the Celtics lost, but it's only game one. So, but the Red
They,
Sox got a big
they
series.
lost game one against Philly, and they came back to win that series. So
And with the Red
I,
Sox,
I knew the Heat's going to play them tough. There's
yes.
no, so it,
And
it,
with the, sorry to interrupt, but in the Red Sox, as I was trying to complete my statement, they have won a big series here with the Seattle, Eric.
yes, that is a huge victory. The huge series victory. I mean, after over the weekend getting swept by St. Louis and then losing the first game of that series against Seattle and a 4-game skid for them to stop that skid and winning 2 games in a row. That's huge.
Yes, and I agree with that 100%. Um, and also Chester here, his Astros are doing a little bit better and got a big walk-off win versus the Cubs recently. So a lot of things with the three of us here are going on the winning momentum here so far a little bit. And the Jason, the Kenyo, the one as for his Mets, I believe they won their series. I don't know if they won their series versus the Rays, or did they? Let me check here. Or did they split? I believe they won the series. I just have to look back because I know. Oh yes, they did won their series. So the Mets. So the Rays lost the series versus the Mets, which the Mets won the second game on a big walk off home run by Pete Alonso, and the last game, 3-2 victory. Don't know what happened in that game, but wasn't a walk off. So besides from Joey, we had a good series, but anyway, so let's go over the news right here. Um, Monter Franco was pulled from the game in the fifth inning the other day after some department injury neck discomfort. Hopefully he'll be better because he's a great talented player. The Rays are the first team to win 30 games this season. No surprise there. They're probably one of the best teams in baseball right now, and a playoff contender for sure. Uh, Rays placing Drew Rosamoni on a 60-day IL with a flexor strain. Another pitcher going down. No surprise. World Series champ from 2018 Red Sox news, Ryan Brazier, designated for assignment. What's your thoughts on that, Eric?
My thoughts on that is he was a main player for main key pitcher that bullpen for the 2018 team. But it seems like a lot of young guns have been stepping up to the plate. We have a lot of guys. Joely Rodriguez is back with the team, and then you got Garza. I forget the man's first name. Is it
And we
Danny?
also got Rodriguez to the bullpen that is going to get called up. Yeah.
We saw James Paxton come back. So Brazier had to be, and Brazier's been struggling, so he had to be the mon man out.
And he's been very struggling as of late as well.
So
I mean, the series versus the Angels. I mean, besides Kennedy, like this past couple of games, like Bracer like was struggling. So we had to get him out here. I mean, one of the worst pitchers in Red Sox history, but other than 2018, I'll just say that. Um, Derek Mullins had a head for the cycle. Congratulations to Mullins there for that.
Cedric Mullins,
Yes, Cedric
I'm not
Mullins.
surprised. That guy has been great for Baltimore,
Yes,
no doubt.
just a big star over there. Chaz Chisholm Jr. left the game due to a collision in center field. Hopefully he's okay and nothing too damage done. So, have any guys saw the brawl with the Bryce Harper in Colorado?
Oh,
Bryce Harper had a brawl with Colorado. A big brawl
Oh, I
happened.
saw that. I saw that on YouTube.
I think the picture, whatever his name that you just mentioned, like possibly says something that set Bryce Harper off. Bryce Harper's got the tendency to be a hothead. So
Yeah, he does.
Bryce Harper just told the team, "You're a loser organization." That's what he said.
I don't know. He said something to Bryce Harper. When like I said, Bryce Harper's got to tend to be a hothead.
Yeah,
Tendency to be a hothead. When he argues on the umpire, he tends to be a hothead. He's got to calm it down. And if you focus on trying to help his team win, and that's probably the main thing you got to do.
I mean, look what happened with him between him and Pepe Bond with the Nationals. Remember that situation, Eric? With Bryce Harper and Papillon, that fight in the dugout.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Harper and Pap are
yeah. But however, I'm gonna give a lot of credit to Bryce Harper for this. Every time he has an injury, he comes back in record speed.
yeah.
I've
That's
noticed. You gotta give him a
especially
lot of credit.
especially with the especially
Tommy John.
yeah, Tommy John. That's a huge thing. That's a huge.
Yes,
Usually it takes pictures. The reason why I think he came back quicker with Tommy John surgery than pitchers. Pitchers use their arms mostly.
yes.
They're the most one. And Bryce Harper, he can swing the bat sometimes, but and sometimes they sit him down, and everything else in between. But that's probably the main reason why Harper was able to come back from Tommy John surgery in a quicker fashion than the pitchers do. That's why I've noticed because
Yes.
he's a hitter, he's not a pitcher. If he was a pitcher,
It'll
he
be
would
a different
he would
story.
have to be out for the rest of the season. So
But speaking of, we've been seeing a lot of pitchers going down recently. We just mentioned Drew from the Rays, and I mean, what's the thoughts about all these pitchers going down? Is the pitch clock after this school day like everybody's telling?
I don't know. I really don't know. The pitch clock would have to do it something, making pitchers pitch fast and throw fast and not rest their arms a little bit. I think I don't know what in the heck people were thinking with this stupid pitch clock thing. They forgot some other factors that.
They need to be more specific. At least they should have done, a 20 pitch clock and not instead with looking at the pitch hitter at a certain time. Like it's 20 seconds and that's over.
I said 30 seconds, man. Or
30
or,
seconds too.
or I know you had to get to a what is it? In football, you get 20 seconds, 25 seconds off of a play or something like that.
Chester, can you confirm?
Is it
I
20?
just think you think it's forcing the pitchers to just react more quickly. Like
Yeah.
not to mention, wouldn't like forcing a pitcher to rush cause them to lose some kind of control to.
Yeah, that's another thing too. I mean, I don't know what the commissioner is thinking about putting a pitch clock in. Just all this, like I said, this stupid pitch clock thing is to appease the crybaby umpires. I'm sorry. The umpires are the biggest crybabies in baseball.
I mean, they just brought back the sticky stuff check as well. So
Yeah, and because was it Domingo Herman of the Yankees got ejected and got suspended 10 games. Like
yes,
sure.
Man,
Yeah.
So it's a New York team, so I'm not worried about it. As long as they don't hit up the Red Sox and none of that. Even Brian Bayo last night, he only gave up 3 runs, but he was pretty erratic in his pitching. He's gonna have to learn to control ball. I don't know. The pitch clock will have something to do with that too. I mean, nobody thinks about what the pitch clock can be a detriment.
Yeah.
Nobody. Speed up the game, because the crybaby umpires want to go home and be with their wives. Listen, they don't take into consideration what's going to happen to the pitchers every single time. I mean, seriously. And what moment was one of the Dodgers had was it Cody Bellinger had a moment getting an ovation from the Dodger fans,
Oh yeah.
and
They just like fuss that.
he got he got charged with a strike. What? I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Ron Manfred is turning into the Roger Goodell of Major League Baseball. Don't have any fun.
Pretty
Dorks.
much.
That dude's a tool, man.
Uh,
He's a total tool.
so all the umpires are total tools. I mean, we'll talk about Christian Walker getting ejected for clapping, agreeing with a play. And Alfonso Marquez, you're out. I'm just clapping, encouraging my hitters and my teammates. What's wrong with that? Oh my god!
And you're like, suit me.
Yeah, exactly. No, seriously, Mike. Come on. I mean, dude.
Yep.
Hey,
That's,
baseball's a strategic sport. Say that 5 times fast. Strategic sport.
yeah.
And all the umpires want to speed up the game. This is all. Ron Manfred is a moron.
Look back at my Wii Sports Resorts live stream. Look at Jerome's rant of the umpires. And I say more.
Yeah. All right. I'll have to look at that, and I think he's probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
I mean, you were on there with him, so.
Yeah.
Zach Greinke is the 5th player to reach 1,000 different players by striking out 1,000 different players. That's pretty impressive.
Hmm.
Angels announced Ryan Tepera has been designated for assignment.
Hmm.
Seattle Mariners catcher Cal Rakanik, I think, made baseball history Monday night by becoming the first switch-handing catcher to homer for both sides of the plate in a single game at Fenway Park. That's pretty impressive right there. Concerning the Red Sox, Chase Veritek, a switch-handing catcher for 15 years, same with Posada, with the Yankees catcher, never did that. And Mariners catcher was also a Red Sox fan growing up. He's from Vermont, I believe. Mariners that man Alex Meyer had. Wait, oh yeah, that's Twitter that stuff. Let me scroll down here. Okay. Um. Um. Let me just go to the next here. Okay, there we go. That's all right. Darren Ruff is heading to Milwaukee for a 1-year deal. A's have reached a deal agreement to build a potential stadium at the tropical hotel site along Las Vegas Strip. And Chaz Chisholm on the IL with a turf toe aches. Kamar Rocket is going to have Tommy John surgery there this week. I'm telling you, these pictures keep going on the injury list. Nolan Arenado is the youngest player to reach 1,000 RBIs. So congratulations to Nolan Arenado, one of the greatest players in our generation with the St. Louis Cardinals, and is the youngest player to reach 1,000 RBIs. What an accomplishment! Blue Jays boo Aaron Judge for a cause cheating from looking at the dugout after the pitches. I mean, this is all for nothing with this craziness about Aaron Judge being the cause for cheating with the Yankees. I mean, this game, people have been trying to steal sciences from day one. Okay, that's what this game is all about. It would have caused him a cheat. It's
Everyone was screaming at Aaron Judge, and Aaron Judge just looked, what the heck is going on?
yeah, and the Blue Jays announcers, started the shenanigans by thinking, "Oh, you
Blue
see,
Jays announcers, what are they crying about? At first, it was like Clay Buchholz and the stupid glove thing and everything else, and Garfus, and what a, and now this.
and this, and this happened, before Goodman was detected for uh, sticky stuff. So, and then you know what happened the next day after the whole situations with Judge accused for cheating, even though it was nothing to prove. Judge, breaks the Maple Leaf with a 448 foot home run. So it's just like you're never gonna win by remember the whole thing back in early 2022 where the Yankees were caused to use the technology stuff back in 2015 or whatever.
Mm,
That was back in early 2022.
mm,
And guess what happened? They got some fine, but it never became to be a national story.
mm,
So if people think that has to do with this, no, this was never brought up. But guess what? That story went to bed because guess what? Nothing happened.
mm.
The Astros went too far. That was back then. Okay, they're always be a good team. It's
That was then. This is now. Everybody's still complaining about the past.
yeah,
Everybody,
Yeah.
everybody still complains about all the Patriots cheated. Oh, come on now. Let it go. Move freaking on.
The
yeah.
flight gate.
Yeah, deflate gate. Oh, yeah, here and cry. Here's another. Here's what the fans are suffering from. All the haters. Cry gate.
And
Cry
guess
Cry
what?
gate.
I winning championship. Oh, they cheated. Shut up, people. We
And
know.
guess what? After the Flake game, the Patriots lost. So what does that tell you? And then the year after, the
Yeah,
Patriots had the biggest comeback, 28-3. What does that tell you?
yeah. And
So
Red Sox win the World Series in 2018, best record in baseball. Oh, they cheated. No. What they suspended Cora for a year. Alex Cora came back and listen. We lost some of our main key players, and that's when everything went down for Sox since the pandemic happened. You
yeah,
know, I mean, if Sox are just trudging along,
yeah. So it's just like we're never gonna. There's never gonna be another team. I mean, 2021 with the sticky stuff that was one thing, but nowadays there's never gonna be a big scandal in baseball like for a long time because
baseball this season has been really, really weird. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
what that baseball does is just today's video.
I mean, yeah, it's like like I said, it has not been the same. And umpires being oversensitive. Checks one pitcher, he checks one player, holding out, JT Realmuto, spring training. All right, there's
Yes.
a little bit of communication with the throwing of the balls. Okay, you got one, and he's about to throw one back, and he's about to ask for one, but the umpire tosses it, and he goes, and then all of a sudden, the umpire looked down, and said, oh, you want the ball? And all of a sudden, he went, oh, forget it, you got one. He's got one.
Yeah.
Umpire ejects him. I'm like, trying to show him. It's like he wasn't trying to show you what. It was a miscommunication.
It's just ridiculous. I mean, since we have time here anyway, like Chester, did you know when the Astros were cheap back in 2000? Back when everything went down after the World Series of 19, before the pandemic and everything with the scandal. Did you know the Astros were still going to be a great team either way, like they did? Yeah, because I'm not surprised either.
Yeah. I blame AJ Hinch. That dude was that dude was that dude was the one that was
Wow,
the
playing
force
from one
center
to
in
the
that.
I mean, look at him with the Tigers. They're doing not as bad as before, but they're. I mean, he hasn't been the same manager since.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just no. I
Dusty
don't know.
Baker has done a great job at
Yes,
maintaining the Astros.
110%.
And Dusty Baker turned that team around since that scandal, and
Yep.
they actually won another World Series last
Yeah,
year.
and
That's
that
pretty.
and that was great to see. I love, I was rooting for them because,
I'm really
mm,
happy for Dusty Baker too. He
yeah,
deserves a ring, and he's got it.
I was very happy to see that Icebreaker won that World Series because he truly deserved it after many decades with baseball. Still going, Hall of Famer, still managing it, got that ring, and that was something I really loved to see. That I really love to see that right there in October. Dodgers Dustin May exits the game after 16 pitches thrown. I mean, another injury with the pitcher. I mean, come on. Speaking of pitchers, Zach Gallen is now Randy Johnson 2.0 with killing a bird while practicing. So,
Uh-oh. He's killed a bird.
yeah,
Another one. Oh, poor bird. But I can't believe that even happened again.
yep,
I gotta see that clip of Randy Johnson killing that bird.
Oh,
yeah.
I did, man. It was a vicious.
I
It
mean,
was,
that's what he does.
he, he was pitching a ball, and all of a sudden the bird came flying in, and poof, you see all feathers. I'm like, uh-oh.
Um, Chester, do you know what this place is? Because I never heard of this. This is about the Astros without Tube. This is a private chat.
Oh, Corpus Christi. That's in Texas
Oh,
City, Texas.
yeah,
Uh,
that's home of the minor league affiliate, the Corpus Christi Hooks.
okay, Corporal Christie. Altuve will not play there. Baker said because he will come back home to Houston for a workout at Minute Park, and we'll see how he comes out. Baker says about Altuve playing Friday. So that's
Against Joey's A's, I think.
I'm talking about Altuve.
Yeah, isn't he coming back against the A's or?
Oh, I haven't looked far in that schedule, but probably. Um, uh, the Mets are uh okay. The Mets are carefully weighing the decision on calling up Baron catcher Gary Sanchez from Triple A, and the Mets are called up number 7 ranked prospect Mark Botanos per Chet Patterson. Tristan Brandner got booed after giving up 6 runs in the in 5 innings. So yep, that was a rough night for Mets Nation, but they came back to the next 2 games. Maybe that was something for them to boost up. We have 2 players announced retirement. I don't know if I said this last week, but Matt Harvey announced his retirement, and Emil Sanchez has also announced his retirement. He'll play for the Marlins, Tigers, Braves, and Nationals, part of that 2019 team.
Who's this? Who is this now? Who's retired? Annabelle Sanchez.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't he? Wasn't he part of the Red Sox system at one point?
Nope. Marlins, Tigers, Braves, and Nationals.
I thought he was in the Red Sox minor league system. I'll have to look that up. Make sure.
I mean, that was only for big leagues.
The minor, the minor,
Um,
the minor leagues. Yeah.
oh, okay.
Wait.
The Reds are calling up number 5 prospect Matt McCann, who make his debut versus the Colorado Rockies. Speaking of the Rockies, announced right-handed pitcher Ryan Belcher reporting himself with a school fracture versus the Phillies. The Astros have shut down outfielder Michael Brantley after experiencing inflammation in his surgically repaired shoulder. And Twins right-handed pitcher Tyler um, Mahi will reportedly undergo Tommy John surgery. Almost bring up 2023 season. Like we only have a few pictures just our last podcast go down with injuries, and it's like I don't know, the pitch clock may have to do with this. Former Astros reliever Ken uh, Gaines and is reportedly planning on throwing a live bullpen session for teams who are interested. Um, and the Rangers has designated right-hand pitcher Ian Kennedy for assignment after posting a 7.20 ERA throughout 11 outings this season. So those are the news. We're going to go to Chester with his Astros report.
Alrighty. We start out this week with the Stros winning and sweeping the Chicago White Sox as well as the Cubs as we go into Oakland to take on Joey's A's. We are currently second in the AL West at 24-19. After the big sweep of both the White Sox and the Cubs, who I as a kid loved the Chicago Cubs, Ryan Sandberg, need I say more? But
Was that your
that's the
first team?
past. This is the present. Now we take a look at the injury report. Altuve goes 0-5 for the Corpus Christi. Jeez. They sent him to the hooks of all minor league affiliates. So he could be in the lineup against Joey's A's. He has not had a bunch of hits in his rehab assignments. As for Michael Brantley, David's favorite player, no, I'm just kidding, has yet to be determined. I think or hope it ain't time for Brantley to hang it up. Lance McCullers Jr. will be returning in June, and pretty much that's all it for my reports.
Was the Cubs like your favorite team like growing up? Like that was the first team you fell in love with?
Yeah, that and
Huh.
the Braves. I used to like the Braves, and then my brother, he was a big Astros fan, and that's when I started, watching the Astros.
So the Cubs was your first, the Braves was your second, and the
Yeah,
Astros was your third. Okay.
yeah,
All right, Eric, go for it.
All right, as you know, the Red Sox did start off the week getting swept by the Cardinals, and and their losing streak extended to 4 games when they lost to Seattle in the first game on Monday. Tuesday, and yesterday they did win both games. The Red Sox beat up on the Seattle Mariners 12-3. It was a heck of a series win, and I think going into the West Coast, come to find out, because they're Garrett Whitlock's due to be back. The Red Sox said to move Mick Pivetta to the bullpen. But that's nothing
Oh
new
yes, yep.
because he's been so once the rotation and and bullpen, and Ryan Sheriff is going back to Worcester. Uh, so so
But
that's
let's go back to Worcester. I didn't hear you there.
yeah, Ryan Sheriff.
Okay.
Again, we have a guy last name Sheriff. Now, here come the sheriff. Here comes the sheriff. And as you know, this weekend we'll be reunited with old friend Xander Bogaerts and old friend announcer Don Orsillo as the Red Sox travel to San Diego on a West Coast trip. Maybe
and
I thought
Michael Walker.
because I'm not going to be able. Because watching the West Coast, watching games on the West Coast is pretty tough. So
There's always a thing called naps for you.
yeah, there's only one game I'm probably not going to be able to watch is tomorrow night's game against San Diego. But Saturday I'll watch, Saturday night I'll watch, and Sunday I'll watch. No big deal. And then we got the Angels series, and we'll get the Diamondbacks Saturday I'll be able to watch the game. Saturday and Sunday I'll be able to watch probably the weekends because I work during the week. And then and then we come back home. Kevin Henry's Reds will be visiting the Red Sox, and then the Rays in a 4-game series. And then we travel in June. We kick off June. We'll kick off June. We're ending a series against the Reds, and then the Rays come in for a 4-game series. Excuse me. Then we go on the road again after the 7-game homestand. We got the Guardians, and for the first time in June, we're facing the Yankees.
Yes,
We're facing the Yankees. So this is
which is a better rivalry Dodgers Padres, which the Dodgers own the
Red
Padres.
Sox Yankees best rivalry in baseball, man.
Yeah, 100%.
You know,
That's what made baseball.
so yeah, so the rest. So Yeah, so the rest of May, the rest of May we have a West Coast trip to finish off May, and then to end May we're back at Fenway. In fact, Wednesday will be 2013 World Championship bobble night against against Kevin Henry Cincinnati Reds.
Oh
So
yes.
yeah, so and we got yeah, so we're going to be at the Yankees, and then again we're coming back. All right, June we're coming back, June 12th through the 14th, a 2007 rematch against the Colorado Rockies for a 3-game series, and then the Yankees are coming in once again. So and then for 3 games, and then the Twins for 4 games. We're going to Minnesota for a 4-game series. Then that Chicago White Sox for a 4-game series. June, we're back home again against Miami, June 27th to the 29th. And then to end June and to go into July, we got the Blue Jays. The Red Sox got the Blue Jays once again. And that's the way we're at right now. We're, let's see, we'll be facing over the weekend, July 4th, we got a game against Texas at 1:35. So, and that's on a Tuesday. So that's all I got. I know Brian Bayo. I'm concerned about. I'm sure he'll get himself together. But Rafi, our lineup's Adam Duvall may be coming back faster than expected, and that's the case. That's a big, humongous boost for already a great offense for our team already, which is very, very huge. Yeah, I didn't start paying attention.
Yeah.
Very, very huge to say the least. So you get him back, in that you get him back in that lineup, and then Trevor Story won't be far behind either. Get those two gentlemen back, and we're talking about a very potential potent lineup down the road.
We'll see what happens if everybody
Yeah,
stays
I'm
healthy.
looking forward. I'm looking forward to see those two back in the lineup, but that means a lot of people will be left out.
I mean, Duran. I mean, I hope he stays because he's been a big help.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll probably give him another year and give him another chance with the team. Well, like I said, some of our young stars have really stepped up. Jaron Duran stepped up.
Yes.
Pablo Reyes has stepped up, and
Maurice
Manuel Valdez. They also those three have stepped up. But I'm
and
sure
Maurice
they'll be going sent back to Worcester for more seasoning for sure. Yeah,
and Renice.
huh?
Maurice.
Ruiz.
Yeah, he's been big help too.
Yeah, yeah. So you got a lot of people, and you forget we get Yu Chang too, and still hurt, and he'll probably come back up and help out the team a lot. So a lot. There'll be some pleasant. It'll be a pleasant problem to have for Alex Cora.
This is a good one.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Uh, but then again, you can use some of these guys as trade bait in the trading deadline. It gets some
Oh
more
yeah.
quality pitching and all that. Some teams could be interested in some young players. We'll see what the Red Sox do.
Yep.
So that will be my report for.
Um. Now, there's one baseball news left I forgot to mention, but before that, this is basketball related. It turns out the viewers who watched Game One on YouTube TV crashed during the fourth quarter.
Of the Celtics
Wow.
Heat game? Is it Celtics Heat?
Yep. Here's proof.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Brandon Tatum.
Jason Tatum.
Oh, Jason Tatum. My bad. Yeah, Jason Tatum.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal player.
Yeah.
51 points, man.
Yeah. Game 7.
Like I said, I expected the Heat to play the Celtics tough as usual. They played them tough last year. They played them tough the year before. So
Now, here's the baseball news here. Manny Machado becomes minor league owner of the San Diego MLS expansion team.
a what? Oh, the San Diego MLS soccer team.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, Manny Machado. Holy cow! Who knew, right? Dude makes
Yeah.
all that money. Why not?
Hell yeah. That's what these players should be doing. Investing their money.
Yeah, I mean, look with Tom Brady.
That means Manny Machado could be the first active major league player to be a minority or owner of a team, of a sports team,
Yeah,
Yeah.
from another league, from another sport. That's crazy.
I think
yeah.
isn't LeBron James minor owner of the Guardians, if I'm not mistaken,
I don't think
minority owner.
I don't think so. Let me check.
And look at I mean, I know Tom Brady's retired, but he's playing to be a co-partner, I believe, of the Raiders.
Let's see.
Let me just looking up about James, which I believe the rankings can bounce back. But
Hmm, let's see.
well, what's it does Chester about the NBA playoffs so far?
Huh?
What's it does on the NBA playoffs so far?
I'm thinking Boston's gonna win. I think Boston has a chance to make the finals this year. The
Yeah,
way
but
they're
I
Boston,
mean,
I tell you what,
the,
Boston last year, Boston was a couple
one
games
game one.
threes short from winning it all. But they ran into the Warriors, who have been totally a juggernaut
Yeah.
as of late in the NBA. Now the Warriors are out. The Lakers upset them, and
Yes.
and it'll be the Lakers and Nuggets. Lakers lost the first game against the Nuggets, so it could be the Nuggets that we've been facing. But everyone wants to see a Celtics Lakers final. There's no
yeah,
doubt about it. That's why
that would be a modern day. That would be a good modern day rivalry right now.
Ron Day.
Celtics.
Well, Celtics they've been a rivalry since the '60s or the
Yeah,
beginning, but it really kicked it up in the '80s too. So you had Bird and Magic since 1970. Since Larry Bird and Magic Johnson debuted for both those respective teams in 1979. That's Celtics Lakers. That's been the thing,
Yeah.
and it's been a long time. Now you get Jason Tatum and LeBron James. You talk about the modern day thing. One thing, listen, people, I don't like I'm not a big LeBron James fan, obviously. I,
neither am I.
I'm a more fan. I like Michael Jordan more than I do. But I'll tell you what, I gotta respect the Lakers from winning it in 2020. They won it for Kobe. God
Yes.
rest his
Yeah.
soul, and
Hmm.
that's why they did. So, but this time around, I would love to see a Celtics Lakers final. But if the Denver Nuggets really run over the Lakers, Denver Nuggets have been a tough team. We'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
and if they don't have Anthony Davis to match up against Nikola Jokic, it's gonna be tough. That guy's a beast. That
So
guy's a beast of a center.
Jokic, he plays for what, the Nuggets or
Yeah, he's
yeah.
a he's he's a one of the top big men in the league.
That means if the Celtics make it to the finals and the Nuggets make it to the finals, they're gonna find some way to neutralize him.
Yeah,
So that's gonna be a tough call. But anyways, back to baseball. Listen, we're still Red Sox still in last place, even though we were going over 500. And one thing I know, that's going to be a competitive division. The AL East. It's always been a competitive division. You know,
Yep.
the Baltimore Orioles. We were, everybody expected some people walk all over the Orioles. The Orioles are starting to kick things up a notch. We
that's
all,
the thing.
we knew that Toronto was going to be tough, but the Red Sox swept them.
Yeah.
It'll be very interesting to see what the Yankees are going to be all about.
Yeah.
So,
But people thought the season was over for the Yankees at the end of the year. No, they're. I can tell you right now, the Yankees are going to come back, be strong like they always been.
yeah.
I mean, they're. I mean, yes, they were in nice place one time this season, but I can tell you right now, with them being in fourth place, the Yankees are gonna be as they always were. A
Yeah,
playoff.
they always would be in the middle of things. Tampa Bay is probably one of I don't know what Kevin Cash has done for that team. Whatever he's doing, it's been working because the Rays are in first place right now. They're running, and we knew Toronto was going to be tough, but I didn't expect the Red Sox to sweep them.
Yeah, same here on this. I thought
I
they
didn't
were.
expect the Red Sox to sweep them because Toronto had a potent offense. You got Bo Bichette, Vlad Guerrero in that lineup there.
Was that a 3-game or 4-game series?
It was a 4-game series we slept on.
Oh,
It was
well,
during that 7-game winning streak too,
that's right.
because we took 2 out of 3 in Milwaukee at the time, and that's when Masataka Yoshida was on a 16-game hitting streak. He was on a tear.
Yeah.
So,
But that's going to be it for this edition of the Dugout Crew. I want to thank everybody for watching. See you on the air. Bye-bye, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe to the Advertising Network for great more content like this one.